What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm making some coffee. More coffee time. I'm testing out my new the GoPro, the Hero 3. It's pretty sweet. Coffee with honey. It's better than sugar. Plus I ran out of sugar. Black coffee. And I have my protein shake. I actually woke up today at about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My sleep schedule is completely messed up, but I live stream most of the night, and I do all my editing at night too. All right, let me finish the shake. Man, when you take protein shakes, you get to the bottom. Don't like the gooey stuff on the bottom. Whoa. Those are very expensive though. You buy them in the GNC. Alright, that's it. I got my coffee. I just took my protein shake and some vitamins. Now I'm getting ready to head to the gym. I'm gonna start the live stream tonight about 9 p.m. Maybe I'll have time to edit a video. I messed all this up. This is all the camera stuff from the GoPro. I try to keep everything in this one bag. And I've got everything ready. I'm heading to Puerto Rico, a trip to Puerto Rico, so I got one of these. The floaty back door, so that I don't lose my camera. And this is the camera that I normally use, this one right here, for the IRL videos. But I'm doing an experiment with the GoPro, because the GoPro is actually pretty cool. Get some really good footage. Yeah, well, anyway, the house is a little bit messy because we're in the process of moving all this stuff. This used to be the gaming house, but pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be doing the gaming house 2.0. But first, we're regrouping. I'm giving up this place, and then I'm going to be heading to Puerto Rico for, I would say, maybe a week. I think next week I'll do that. I have to figure out a computer to take with me to Puerto Rico too, so I can continue live streaming. I think I'm going to take one of the Origin Chronos. I'm going to have to set everything up on this computer so that I can live stream. I'm going to have to take it with me on the plane though, on a carry-on. Haddad took one with him to Venezuela on his bag, like on his suitcase. And it arrived perfect, so. Oh, here's the box full of shirts. Yes. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna head to the gym, guys. You're gonna get to go with me. I'm gonna try my first GoPro attempt at the gym. We'll see if they let me. Welcome to my car. Listening to the radio. All right, on my way to the gym. It's nighttime. It's a good time to go to the gym. I like to go to the gym when I wake up. Either I wake up in the morning, I like to head to the gym. If I wake up at night, I have to get to the gym before they close. That's why I'm thinking about joining a gym that is 24 hours or something like that. But my schedule is so messed up, I can't even go register because I'm waking up too late in the afternoon. You guys have been with me through the ups and downs of all my problems with getting up late. But the thing is, I like streaming pretty much all night. That's like my schedule. I do my editing. Hey, YouTubers and streamers, they don't get much sleep. That's a fact. One, because it's very fun. The job is very fun. So when you do this job, you just want to keep doing it. You don't want to stop. And another thing is, whenever I live stream, it's very energetic and it's very, I'm having fun and I'm like just energized. So when I'm done live streaming, I can't sleep. I have to like wind down, you know. I have to like watch TV or something. And what ends up happening is, if you stop live streaming very late, you will you'll stay up for a couple more hours. Yes, other live streamers are going through the same thing that I'm going through right now. Yeah, can't really film because there's too many people in the gym. That sucks. Let me get my cell phone ready for music. Oh, do the bop, do the bop. I think it's important you really stretch, because you don't want to pull a muscle, because then you're gaming, you're like You gotta make sure you don't pull anything. Back up. back in the day when I used to live in Puerto Rico, I used to, the internet was not very good, and you know, I didn't have a really good job at the time, so sometimes I couldn't pay my internet bill. So at the time I was in one of the best raiding guilds on my server on Darkspear pre-BC, and I had to raid. So I would actually go out, look for signals, and I had this invention that I made. It was a Pringles can with one of those USB Wi-Fi modems and a long USB cable, and I would aim it toward where I wanted the signal. And I had my laptop set up in the car. I had my Nostromo, which is the Razer Nostromo. I would have that on my lap right here, and I would have a mouse, and I would actually raid like that from my car. Then I learned that Denny's had an amazing internet signal and an amazing Wi-Fi signal. So I used to park in front of Denny's every single day, raiding every single day in front of Denny's. The funny thing is, it got to the point where one day, one of the employees walks out of Denny's and he walks over toward me and he brings me a soda, and he's like, "Hey man, we see you here every day on your computer. What is that? On your computer? Why don't you come inside, man?" And I was like, oh no, I was embarrassed. I was like, I've been hanging out in front of Denny's all these days. I can't go in now. But so that's what I did. I hung out in front of Denny's. One day, the police came up to me and they said, "Hey man, what are you doing here?" I'm gaming. And they're like, "What?" "Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm picking up the signal at Denny's, and they broadcast a signal. It's free, it's not illegal, and I'm basically gaming. Look." And I started surfing the internet on the laptop, and they were like, "Wow." And they were like, because, you know, in front of the Denny's on the side there was a bank, and they said the bank called the police saying that there's a car every day parked in front, and they thought that you were scoping out the place. And I'm like, "What? No, I'm here gaming." So then the police, you know, I had to convince them. They could not believe that I was playing video games on a Wi-Fi signal. And I told the police, I said, "Listen, if you had a laptop, I could set it up for you, and you could also surf the internet here. I mean, it's a free signal." So the cops left, and then I continued my gaming. I used to game there at least maybe 3-4 days a week. And then one day, I'm out there at night gaming, and all of a sudden the cop came up again, and he brought his laptop. He bought a laptop, and I helped him. I configured it, you know, scanned for the signal, picked it up, bam, gave it to him, and he left. And then a couple days later, I look over, and you know, I'm gaming. I'm doing an all-night gaming session. I look over, and the cop is actually parked a couple cars down, just parked in front of Denny's surfing the internet. It was awesome. It was hilarious. So that was one of the really cool stories that I have. I was thinking about reenacting that for a video. It can be done. Yeah, so I got lots of crazy stories like that, guys, for you. I'll continue saying these stories in videos. I've got some stories that I don't even know if I can say. Like, I've told Jason about the stories that I thought I might say in these episodes, and he's like, no, Swifty. No, you can't do that.